Yeah. 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 Your dad in the dark, same hoodie, same grin. 4:30 on the dot, he's already tuning in. Claude on the screen, ideas hit quick. 2 exits in the bag, that's a serious trick. Pep tech at the desk, he don't need a warm up. 5 a.m. sharp, and he's building from the ground up. Codex in the lane, he's moving like smoke. Turn a rough little sketch to a product that floats. They don't sleep late, they don't chase the hype. They make the whole room shift before the sun gets bright. One name on the cap, one name on the file. When they step in the build, everybody feels the style. Early birds, no break. Hands on code, no fake. Quiet room, big play. They lock in for days. Vibe boys, give that pep tech. Vibe boys, build it up, then deploy. Vibe boys, 4 to 6, they're on point, boys. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, they want more noise. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, and they want more noise. Dev Dad got the scars from the first 2 deals. Knows what a clean exit and a sharp turn feels. He's past the talk, he's about that proof. Got the boardroom calm with the startup truth. Pep tech writes fast and he writes it clean. Cuts 10 bad paths just to keep the team lean. Clock for the thinking, Codex for the grind. They split the load and still stay aligned. Coffee, nah. They already past phase. Got a sunrise hustle in the half-lit haze. When the world comes online, they're already ahead. 2 chairs, 2 screens, and a million steps red. Early birds, no break. Hands on code, no fake. Quiet room, big play. Stay lock in for days. Vibe boys, give that pep tech. Vibe boys, he'll build it out, then deploy. Vibe boys, 4 to 6, they're on point, boys. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, and they want more noise. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, and they want more noise. From the first light to the first merge, they turn raw ideas to a live product surge. One's got the exits, one's got the spark. Together they're a shot of gold in the dark. Vibe boys, them pep tech. Vibe boys, you'll build it up, then deploy. Vibe boys, 4 to 6, they're on point, boys. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, and they want more noise. Vibe boys, 2 wins deep, and they want more noise.
Hey, good morning, everyone. All right, let's hit up Dev Dad. Get a knock going.
We got Pep Tech in the building.
Hopefully this works today. Yo, what's up, Brent?
He's not gonna be thrilled with the song.
What's up, Brent?
Yo, what up?
How you doing, man?
Welcome in, dude. How are you?
Good, man. Can you hear me okay? Everyone hear me okay?
You're looking money, dude. I'm just setting up the
Spotify?
OBS here. Yeah, I'll get you the Spotify link, even though we got the world's... Although this song actually might be good.
Oops.
It might have been a sleeper.
Hey, Mikro, what's going on, man? Hey, shout out, hey, Mikro. He's getting a lot of ideas and inspiration, actually, from you for some of the co-working stuff you're doing, Mikro. It's very cool. If you're not following Mikro, give him a shot. It's very cool vibes over there. Shout out Mikro.
For the record, I didn't mean to end the song. I'm trying to get the jam going.
Yeah, you're welcome, Mikro. Absolutely, dude. Yeah, good vibes over there. If you guys, often I'll just like kind of join a stream and hang out and vibe. It's good stuff over there. Okay, I see a banger flashing, but I have no music. I need the Spotify.
Yeah, I unfortunately, dude. Now I can't start a jam. Like, we got to rebuild Spotify, dude.
Should we just vibe code Spotify?
Oh, I'm in a jam. Okay, I'm in a jam. Okay, incoming jam.
I am muted, says Akira. Okay, I think on your side.
Let's take a look.
All right, let me get this up quick. At least we have a just chatting, so we don't have to fumble whenever we're...
You're golden, dude. You're golden.
All right, perfect. All right, what do we got going here?
All right, dude. So we're just
Nice.
continuing working on post quality. Again, if we don't get post quality good, then nothing else matters. So I'm just basically not doing anything until it's better.
Okay.
It's gotten better,
Yeah.
but it's been failing also. Like now it's expensive and it's like actually filtering out even good ones.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, okay, you're doing too much. Now you got to scale back. So I'm trying to find that balance. So that's what I'm up to.
That sounds good. Yeah, and I would say just continue having your focus there. You know, the only thing that matters is good posts. So yeah, I agree. I would say one thing, if we do end up incurring more costs, it might be worth. I think, I don't know. There's Sol, Luna, and Terra. So you might want to ask Codex and just be like, hey, you know, these costs. I think it's like 10 cents right now per post, which is to me pretty expensive. So just something worth exploring. You know, it's especially because I don't know if it's just local you have your 5.6 Sol, or production also uses 5.6, but just probably worth.
It shouldn't be Sol. It should be Luna, from what I understand.
Luna, okay, all right. So just something worth like looking at. But dude, if I can do a little show and tell, if you want to pull up me real quick. You probably already took a look yesterday, but I've been heads down, man, just in the content library, the posting schedule, bunch of UX stuff. But whenever you're gonna be pulled up, let me know, and I can do a little show and tell here.
Cool, I pulled you up. Let's see it.
Right.
Yeah, this morning, but definitely want to keep looking.
Perfect. All right, dude. So we'll just pull up the live app here. So, all right. So the main thing here, and I had this conversation a little bit yesterday too. I want to get your take, but first and foremost, just the posts screen for the content library looks much better. Probably the biggest thing is the Ask Loopy, in my opinion, was taking up far too much of the right rail here. And so now it's kind of just like a standalone, you know, pop-up. Some people will use this, some people won't. So my thought is just like kind of get it more out of sight. And if people want like a full chatbot experience, this has to be cleaned up, but they can, you know, just ask Loopy here. And that's sort of what a lot of brands are doing and whatnot, if that made sense.
Okay, cool.
This is just totally cleaned up. So basically all your action items are now at the bottom here. This entire area is clickable. There's just a lot of little stuff. When you command F now, it actually goes into the library here, or the search bar. Filters are cleaned up. Newest, oldest is cleaned up. I just wrapped this up yesterday. This post composer is like a total 180. I'm taking a lot of inspiration from Buffer right now. But you know, the best way for me to figure out what made sense in terms of screen real estate was just use this thing on my phone a lot. And I kind of realized like there's way too much to scroll through here. So this is very much Buffer-esque in terms of the post composer. Comments are open by default, and then it shows all the context that was created whenever a post is created using the generate post functionality. And then you can switch between Instagram and X here. You can upload or generate or drag and drop an image into this area here. And yeah, dude, this is I think, you know, from what it was like early last week. I mean, it was just like kind of a mess last week, so
it was rough, dude. This is way cleaner.
I'm pretty happy.
That's honestly great.
And then posting schedule, the only real update I made here is just showing like a 7-day week calendar view now that we have the extra real estate.
That was critical, dude. Like it was missing something. It just felt a little off.
Yeah.
This feels really good. One thing I do wonder is, should it be relative to where the far left row should always basically be today, or if you go to month, if the top left one should, so that way can you always see should you always see 7 actionable days, or should you see like your historical? And I don't have a strong opinion beyond, like, imagine if it's Thursday, then you don't really have a great view, right? It's mostly, unless those are full of like historical posts, that might actually look better. But obviously if it's mostly just no post, that looks a little weird.
Yeah, I think my thought is just like how I use like I don't know. It's a good question. I personally like the 7-day view because it's just what I'm used to when I look at like a Google Calendar or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, so
Does
I
it show like previous days?
yes, yeah, I would, yeah.
Okay.
So and that's my
Then I would
thought
just
too.
copy that,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, because my thought is like you may want to take a look at the entire week and say, hey, what did I post on Monday, right?
Right.
Like
True.
I want to know like my entire week view, and how I would use it is in that same way, like just how we use it Google
Yeah.
Calendar. So. But yeah,
Sure.
dude, this is kind of the main updates here. There's a bunch of other little stuff, but I think it's important to just go back to basics. Like really zoom in super close on one or two screens. I think it was much needed.
Hmm.
And then in the interim, I've been working on the Meta for developers getting Instagram approved, and I actually just got an email late last night, and our apps are now approved. So I'm going to take the next steps there. So you basically have to get your LLC approved, and then you have to get your apps approved. And so far, I've done two of
Okay.
those things. I think there's one more step,
Nice.
but we're pretty close to being able to get like Instagram brand posting going through. So
That's
pick
the
that back
Lord's
up
work,
today.
dude. Nice job.
Yeah, man. So
We need that.
one thing I wanted to ask, because I was going to work on it today, depending on your thoughts. So right now we have, and we kind of talked about this a little bit yesterday, and right now we have a thumbs up, thumbs down, which I think are both working really well. And we also have the idea of approve and reject.
Yeah.
Now the only thing is when you approve and reject, that doesn't really like, unless I'm missing something, that basically just says, hey, this post is now flagged as approved or rejected, but doesn't actually do anything. So my thought is like, do we even care about rejected posts? Do we just remove that idea of rejected posts, and instead of approved, maybe that just becomes like schedule this post, and I made a trailer card for this too. Like, I guess, is reject meaningful? And like, if something is thumbs up, that means maybe that just means it's also approved too, right? I'm not sure. I just feel like there are maybe too many actions
Yeah.
here.
They
And
used
I'm
to
not
be
sure the
the
best way.
same. They used to be the same button. So thumbs up would approve it, and then you could optionally leave feedback afterwards.
Okay.
But I feel like the feedback system's so important. I wanted to make it dedicated.
I agree.
And the point of approved and rejected is that you can't schedule unapproved posts, because imagine if you're a serious brand and what you post is a big deal, you probably care what posts are coming through, so you're
Right.
probably coming in every day and reviewing what's available and vetting it. And down the road, I think there's the idea of like an auto approve. Like if you don't actually care and you just want to let shit get through, then you can loosen up the restrictions.
Yep.
But that was the idea.
Okay, no, that makes sense, and I think especially like I think for like maybe one person they might not care about this much, but yeah, I think for like a brand they might. So what I'd like to do then is again, guess what? The features never mattered anyway. Approve and reject
Right.
never mattered anyway.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do though, if it's alright with you, basically for anything when you go to the posting schedule and you go to actually fill your calendar, I'm gonna make it so only approved posts appear in this list essentially. So when you click fill from library right now, it's has everything, and I think we only want to be able to select here approved posts, right? Because if a user
Yeah.
comes here, they're gonna see both everything in their drafts and the rejected. So I think we should only
Yeah.
be showing approved posts. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, we should definitely do that. And I'm even wondering if we should, if you go back to here, you go back to the, yeah, it's all right. You can take a note. But what I was saying is, I wonder if we almost need the concept of like an optional backlog, and like some people want it and maybe some people don't. Like, I don't know. As you said, like some people probably don't care. Should we like I do think there needs to be the concept of a post was created and a post is ready to go. I guess the question is, the post, not being ready to go, should it, I guess, needs review is a fine place. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just do what you said.
Yeah, it doesn't
Let's
matter
keep it
anyway.
simple for now.
Honestly, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're wasting time even thinking about it. But yeah, you're right. It shouldn't. It
Yeah.
shouldn't pull from approved. And I used to have a little number on the menu, and I unfortunately reverted it. We should probably add it back to show you had action items in content library. So you have 22 things that need review. Like right now, your app is useless because you've got all these posts that you can't actually do anything with.
Yeah.
So the thought is we need to tell them that they have action to take, right?
Yeah.
Like imagine you log into Facebook, if you have something to do, they're going to put it in your face, whether it's in the notifications drop like bell or a floating little widget, something needs to tell you, hey, you've got action to do. So my thought and hope is that people will log in, see they've got action items, knock them out, and then keep moving.
Yep. Agree. And I think for the posting schedule too, like I know you were working on some of this too. I think I had done the original generate post and you started putting it behind the profile settings. I think what we should do is basically whenever this automation runs and wherever this ends up living, like you'll get a notification whenever that runs and it just says like, hey, these posts are ready for you, and we can use, we can take advantage of the notification bell. And we should also send an email when that happens. So basically, I was talking about this yesterday a little bit, is like most apps are designed to like waste as much of your time as possible. Waste, use, whatever you want to call it. And so my thought is like, you should tune into this app like once a week, or as little as you need to. Basically set it and forget it.
Right.
So I think we just have to notify people when posts are ready and whatnot, and we'll put that as something on the Trello board. But I think that'd be a fast follow here. All right, dude.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to clean up some. I have 2 more changes I got to make for this post composer, and then I'm going to make that change to the posting library to only have approved posts appear there. So that'll be my focus for today.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'm just continuing with post quality. Like that's my only mission. And I have some UI changes, but I haven't even merged dev in yet. It doesn't matter to me. Like if I can't get these posts good, then I don't care. So just keep pushing the ball forward, and hopefully today I drop in a change that improves usage. And I'm about to test one right now, so we shall see.
Yeah, dude. Also, sorry. All right, me and Brett had to lock in there for a second. Yeah, dude. We raid base code regularly, and Akira, thank you for calling this out. Dude, base code has a category on Twitch called Not Monsters. Like,
yeah,
it's
I
not
saw that
software and game
that's
development.
sick.
That is super cool. How do we do that? Oh, that's so
yeah,
cool.
I think it has
That's
to
so
be an
cool.
approved Steam game.
Oh, that's really cool. And yeah, Mikro,
Yeah.
Base code's awesome, man. I was fortunate enough that I got a headstone in Not Monsters, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
You'll see me in the crypt, dude.
Yeah, dude, Seb is crushing over there, man. He definitely motivated me in a lot of ways to start doing game development for the Black Relay. So once we get trylaunchloop out, we're gonna have the Black Relay category. I wonder if there's a way we can get Loopy as a category. You probably can't, because I think Twitch is like, it has to be an approved
make
Steam
it a game. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just make trylaunchloop a game.
Yeah, there you go. It kind of is. You choose whether your post was good or not.
Yeah. Shout out Base Code, man. He's doing cool stuff. I always enjoy rating him and seeing what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a great channel for sure.
The Mikro has a few too, and a statue. First time to think about what to put on my headstone. Yeah, I was back and forth, Mikro. At first, I was like, okay, let me like plug. I think I put AI is so sick. I think that's what's on my headstone. I think that's well fitting. Dude, I keep accidentally opening Claude. And I actually use Claude quite a bit when my rate limit hit. But dude, I don't know if you saw. I don't know if it's just me, but I think they just reset the limits for Codex.
Yeah, they did. I noticed that because
Let's
I
check
thought
Tebow.
I thought I reset on the 13th, and all of a sudden, I looked today and I was at 98%.
Let's check Tebow. Yep, got reset 9 hours ago. Reset 9 hours ago. Thanks, Tebow. Appreciate Tebow. All right, guys. Limits are
Thanks,
reset.
Evo.
It's time to absolutely maximize your tokens. What's up, Dr. Cody? Doctor's in the building, man. How are you? 20 stream streak. Appreciate being here, dude. Dr. Cody, I'm expecting you to actually rip those tokens on that duck game if you're still making it. All right. All right, dude. I gotta get this final thing cleaned up here. Okay. One more thing I gotta do here. Reduce the heading.
Trano, Akira can't be thrilled. He can't upvote himself. He can't be thrilled.
Top and bottom of the.
Akira better start doing something creative to get points, or else I think Trano's about to blow past him.
And I don't have your stream pulled up. You have the. Is the voting system working well?
Yeah, it's just so stupid,
Just a
but that's
meme,
kind of
just a
why
meme.
that's just why it's funny.
Oh yeah. Dude, I don't know. Upvote. Hold on, wait. Let me pull up Brent's stream and see.
We downvoted Shintai because he says he's not paying for the app, so naturally he got downvoted.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. I'm gonna downvote Shintai then.
Yeah, downvote Shintai.
All right, downvote Shintai. Yeah, absolutely. You have to spell the name exactly correct. Hold on.
Yeah, or you could reply to him, but it's just exclamation mark downvote or upvote.
All right, one sec. Also, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, but I got the Elgato on the way for the dual stream setup. So, or not dual stream.
Oh, nice.
But basically plug in and have like a dedicated stream machine. Like the MacBook Pro is doing just fine, but you know, I figure it was on sale. Figured why not?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
All right, let's see.
Definitely a lot of work to get everything running, dude. Like, it stresses me out.
All right, did that work?
Yeah, oh yeah, Shintai's not
Perfect.
looking too good.
All right, you're not paying for the app. See ya.
Shintai's not looking too good on that leaderboard.
All right. All right, just clean.
All right,
up
guys,
this
we're
image.
about to test quality. Here we go. I've done this about 600 times now, so don't get your hopes up. But let's see if it gives me anything of value here. Populate.
Dude, what a great story though. Had to populate 600 posts. That's part of our story now, dude. How many times did it take Stripe or literally any business ever to do something meaningful?
That's true.
Sometimes
That's
it takes
true,
600
dude.
posts, my friend.
We'll be WD 600.
Also, dude,
Holy shit! It's ripping through the token or through the cost. With hopefully it's just going faster. We're already at a. Oh no, just kidding. We're only at 11 cents.
Does it tell you what model you're running, like for like everything, or is it just like the OpenAI model?
Probably does. I know it's Luna only because unless it chose to change it, I explicitly told it to be Luna. The problem is now it runs like a judgment system, so it generates it, it judges it, and if it fails, it regenerates it, and then it judges it, and then if it fails, it'll even try a third time. So technically, the reason why my costs are so high right now is because it's technically failing the first two and maybe even the third. So it's doing 3 runs, and I'm only getting about 25% of the posts actually through. So it's like, oh yeah, this costs you $1.50 for 3 posts. So I'm telling it, all right, that's obviously not okay.
Right.
So it's cruising right now. We'll see. You know, we can always try to get the cost down. I'm sure we can. Right now we're almost at 40 cents, and it looks like it's got 7 posts generated. So which is okay. So we'll see. We'll see the total cost.
All right, just making one other update, and then I'm gonna move into my focus today is gonna be basically being able to view, like, because right now you can only view like posts one at a time. So for example, like you can click on Instagram, and Buffer figured this out in a pretty good way. It's essentially they have like an accordion that shows basically. So I'm gonna take that and sort of do another evolution of that, and just like have it be kind of dynamically sized vertically, so you can see your post context for each channel. And then I have a work tree open for the Instagram stuff, so I'll get that going too. I'm actually I've been pretty happy like with the response times from Meta. I thought we'd be waiting like weeks here for approval, but
I actually pretty sure I couldn't get approved when I tried to sign up for Meta. For like ads specifically, they kept saying my information was incorrect.
yeah, I've gone back and forth a couple times. The one thing I got rejected initially because like we had to choose one of our LLCs, right? So I just did like the PepTech Studios one, and it complained initially about not having the actual business name on the site, so I just have to throw that in the footer somewhere just so it verifies.
I know that one, dude.
Yeah. So, all these little
Ran
things.
into that with myself.
But I've got to think like, okay, I could probably just remove it now, right? But whatever.
Yeah. How funny is that, dude? Guys, PepTech was able to get past the people who are on Flowbase. Their only mission was marketing, and they couldn't even get Instagram connected. And PepTech's not a marketer, and he's already passed the marketing registration.
Dude, shout out Codex. Shout out Codex.
True, dude. That's a good point. Yeah, those guys definitely weren't popping it into Codex or Claude. They were probably just trying to figure. Dude, like we would get on Flowbase meetings every day, and they'd be like, "Man, we need to find somebody with the Facebook account because we can't get approved." I'm like, "You can't figure it out,
That's
so you
crazy.
think you just gotta go find somebody else with one?" Like, oh.
Yeah, I mean,
So grateful to not be in that ecosystem anymore. It was getting unhealthy, that's for sure.
and you know, for me, it was I was trying to figure out like, because I tried to, I don't know, dude. I tried to start like clean slate on Facebook and make a new account, but I don't know. There's probably things I could have done, but they have like a fingerprint ID of everything and who I am. Like they have the facial recognition. You know, they know what phone I'm on, they know what laptop I'm on, they know my IP. I probably could have really, I don't know, I could not create another one, and I didn't want to keep getting my email addresses banned because there's no auto appeal process. It's like, screw it, like, I'll just use the profile I already had, and whatever. But yeah, face, like, love or hate Facebook and Meta, whatever, like that will be one of our platforms, and a lot of people are on there all the time. So that is absolutely gonna be one of our channels. And I'm hoping, I haven't looked into like the actual Facebook approval process yet, but I'm assuming it's gonna be quite similar. I'm hoping.
Right. All right. Well, the posts are done, and I'm not even reading them. They're so bad. Oh, it's like there's got to be a way. I'm very disconnected from this. Obviously, I'm just telling it fix it, and I don't even know what it's doing. But I'm starting to feel. I'm like, okay, maybe we need to take a new approach, because what it just came up with would be non-usable. It did cut the cost, which was good. It was like 60 cents for 9 posts, so it's less than 10 cents a post. So anyway, I'm just gonna keep working on it. That's all you can do.
Keep grinding away, dude. Posts are the only thing that actually matters. That's the only feature that actually matters for the app. So just keep laser focused on that. The UX stuff will come later.
Exactly.
All right. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this change. Just made some updates to the image upload. Man, I love this new post composer. I'm really happy with this new post composer.
Yeah, it looks sleek, dude.
Shout out Buffer. When in doubt, just copy Buffer or copy Linear. Alright, looks good. Promotes to dev, then promotes dev to me. Alright, and I'm going to take a look back in. Alright, secret screen going up quick, because we should be good to go here. I think there's one more approval. Oh, dude, also, I was going to mention, Convex has a conference called Abstract in San Francisco. I applied for it, dude, and I got in. So I think I'm gonna go with it.
Wait, what is it?
You know, Convex, the like backend as a service they were using.
Yeah.
There's this conference called Abstract that I think they've been doing for a while, but I applied and I got accepted.
Are you like giving a talk or just
No, just
is
to
it just
go.
that's legit, dude. Yeah, you should
Um,
go. I'm sure that'd be a great time.
I applied to give a talk, but I just realized like the other day like it never sent in my inbox for some reason. But maybe if there's any slots open, I might still shoot it. I was actually my talk title was going to be like lessons learned migrating from Supabase to Convex, which I thought
There you go.
would have been I don't know, that would have been good. All right, dude. We've got Meta has been approved. Go to verification.
Dude, the Instagram variant is a lot better always, which we already saw that. So I'm gonna keep pushing in
Yeah.
that direction.
Dude, what I was gonna say, if you want to, dude, the way it works right now, which again doesn't really make a lot of sense, but just what I implemented initially just to get something over the fence. It basically it takes the X post and then uses that as context for the Instagram post. So however you want to run with that, like I'm totally open to it. If it like, and I guess it kind of proves like the look at the existing system and existing post and then use that as context for like a better post, I guess.
Yeah. And I'm not
Or
even sure
I
the
don't
two
know.
posts are relatable. Like they might be. Let's see. Yeah, it does that, dude, and it's way better. So listen to this. Your child picks a coloring picture and clicks it toward print. I want to punch my computer screen reading that. Your child picks a coloring picture and clicks it toward print. Roly Poly Print Shop gives kids under 10 a simple path for choosing to coloring. Dude, it's not even English. It's not even like valid English. That's crazy. But then we go to the Instagram variant. A puppy, a rocket, or a dinosaur. Your child finds the coloring picture they want and clicks it toward print. That part it needs to freaking stop doing. But the first part of that was good. Roly Poly Print Shop gives kids under 10 a simple path for choosing to coloring with little help needed from you in the moment. Like, that's so much better.
Yeah. Dude, I would just say like analyze the current job system or something for the Instagram post and how they're created and say something along the lines of like, given how we will be posting to multiple channels in the future, like what is the best way to like architect this so that the X post sounds significantly better than the Instagram post, because I think it's trying to almost like force like a shorter post for X, which does typically perform better, right? Like on X in particular. So I don't know. Yeah. However you want to run with that, dude, like go for it. If you want to totally rip out what I've like done for that initially, like by all means, because it really, yeah, I see you already doing that. So
yeah. I almost wonder if it needs to generate like a skeleton post, like kind of like the X post, like a bootleg post, and then take that post and say, hey, make this sound natural and professional with this voice or something like that.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
Because the Instagram is a second hop. And that hop is clearly way better than the first. So let me ask it that.
That's a great idea, dude. And I don't know, eventually we kind of land on what that looks like. But yeah, like almost have like the one, I don't want to say boilerplate, but whatever that skeleton looks like, I say go ahead and do that.
Yeah, let me try it. Maybe giving it a reference post is why Instagram is so good.
I think so.
So maybe you use the product. Here's maybe the idea, dude. Use the product with no voice and just come up with posts. So voice, there is no voice. It's like a scientific, mathematical. This is your post. This is your post. This is your post. Maybe they're bullet points. Maybe it's a couple sentences. I don't know. But they're not. You obviously wouldn't post them. Then you use the voice plus the platform you're posting to try to tailor it towards it. Maybe that direction might be it. So let me try that and see what it says.
I like that a lot. Also, Shintai, I heard you weren't gonna pay for. Heard you won't pay for trylaunchloop, dude. So have to give you the upvote, man. I'm downvoting. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, downvote Shintai, guys.
Dude.
Downvote Shintai.
If you pay for trylaunchloop, you will get an upvote. Also,
100%. Oh, you'll get a mega upvote. You'll get a mega upvote.
We'll vibe code a mega upvote functionality, and it'll give you like 10 upvotes or something. One thing that I also did, like long overdue, and honestly need to spend some more time today, just the actual H1 and subheading of the site. Obvious one, but before it was ship more, let us tell your story. It just put your marketing on autopilot now. I think I've already said this, but
love it, dude. Love it. Honestly, dude, I just sent it to somebody the other day trying to explain to them what it is, and I read the title. I was like, oh, they're not really gonna get the picture.
I
Your
know.
Marketing on autopilot would have been a different conversation.
Yeah. That was a long overdue change, but sometimes it takes, a while to figure out what your product is, and that's okay. It evolves over time.
Yeah.
What I really like too, I kind of took a page out of the book of, I don't want to say Netflix, but just the subheading, fill your content calendar in under 2 minutes, which I think is a good metric for us. Start with 30 free posts, then keep going for $10 a month. I think that is a pretty good succinct subheading too, because every single word in that H1 and the subtext under it are so important. And I think okay, I know what it does. I have a guarantee. I know how much it costs. I know what I get starting. And I was trying to capture that pretty succinctly, and I think it does a pretty good job. Now, the under 2 minutes content calendar, we gotta obviously, I think that's a good metric to work towards, right? Literally both of us getting timers on our phones and trying to start the app from scratch, and literally recording a short video of us and putting it in the site and say, hey, we're gonna get the content calendar set up for September or August or whatever, done in 2 minutes. Here we go. And I think if we can show that proof right up front, that'd be a big one. Because right now we don't really have a video or an interactive app or anything. I think the video would be a pretty cool thing to show. Just in terms of hey, we just fill a content calendar in 2 minutes, you can do it too.
Right. Yeah, dude, that would be sick.
One other thing, whenever you get a second too, we talked about this a little bit yesterday too. I think the white glove onboarding is going to be really important for us, and I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that. It's sort of I want to do it, but at the same time, if we don't do the white glove onboarding, we could set up calls with people and just watch them set it up. But I think getting people in the door initially, having the white glove onboarding, essentially where we're almost setting up their accounts on their behalf, and then we just say, hey, your voice is defined, your product is defined, you just gotta plug in your GitHub or whatever, and here's your account, here you go, right? You've already got your first couple posts scheduled, or drafted in your content library, and then it's up to them to actually schedule them out. I'm trying to think about that strategy. I'm curious on your thoughts and your take too. I'm not totally sure the best approach there.
Personally, when I see white glove onboarding, I'm turned off. I feel to me, as somebody who's competed versus some company who did white glove onboarding, I'm oh, so you couldn't figure out onboarding, so you just slapped a fake premium feature of white glove onboarding. That's
fair. Yeah.
That's how I felt. Now, I don't know how the customers felt. I don't know if they're holy crap, they're giving us white glove onboarding. But me as a technical person, I was you're just copping out and just saying, oh, we'll do it for you, right?
Yeah. So
that was how I felt about it. So my honest thought is, I think we need to have them. I think we need to set a goal. If I were to build this I would say the goal would be from first sign up and like log in to generated post needs to be in like 30 seconds. Like
Yeah.
I want you to see the magic so quickly, and that might be a trial post or something. Like
Yeah.
like what if onboarding's like, what do you want your like, you know, your post to be like, and then you enter a little text, then it says generating post, and then it says here's 5 posts, you know, connect your accounts to see more, or I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but in my mind, allowing them to see and feel the magic is so much more valuable than having them, because dude, nobody's gonna sign up and wait for you to white glove onboard them.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I'm already on to the next product because I'm sitting here, right now, trying to solve this problem. And if your product can't do it, and I need to talk to somebody, I'm so far gone. I don't even know what to tell you.
I think I just figured it out. I think I just found a good middle ground for this because I think it definitely depends on your customer, right? And the reality too is that people want to set up a 30-minute call with us and like just like, you know, they use the app, we'll help them or provide feedback and so forth. I think
we
I
should
think that's
offer
what we
that for
settle
free.
on. Yeah, we'll do that for free. And here's my thought, and it just, I think it kind of just came full circle. You know how we have that /try, like that'd be like our marketing prospect stuff, like our CRM I kind of built, and it shows like a 6-second video of like their app and whatnot. But what I'm gonna do on that page, I think, it's not white glove onboarding, but almost like on that try page, it'll have maybe 3 example posts. And I gotta think about if that's even worth our time doing, but it would be kind of cool if we could, you know, define someone's product and voice, even without their GitHub repo, based on what we know about them, like their landing page, their X account, whatever. And then it says, hey, here are 3 posts that we just like arbitrarily kind of generated for you. Like, let us, you know, if you want to see more posts like this, click sign up now. I gotta figure out if that's even worth doing, but I think that would be a something potentially worth exploring.
I think the personalized page, dude, and I think, and I don't know how that personalized page works, but I think it needs to be dynamic to where, and whether it means you target these people and help it be dynamic, or if it literally is like, hey, if I put in any URL, anybody's account, it becomes dynamic. But having it show what their posts would look like would be crazy.
Yeah. Okay, yep, all right. Dude, this is why this co-stream stuff is so sick, because I would have, I've already got exactly in my head what I want to do for that. So when we, all right, let me show you. Also, yeah, absolute banger. When we go to this kind of prospect page, we have the ability to put in a URL here. So guess what I'm gonna do, dude? I'm gonna have this product website use the job system. And I'm just gonna, and when this is run, it will create posts based on our actual job system. Be like, and then we can say,
like set it through the literal application.
These 3 posts were created with the job system that we have. You know, I think that's a huge thing.
Absolutely, dude.
All right,
you could almost create a non-logged in version. I don't know, dude. I think the mission needs to be, they need to see value in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
They need to be intrigued immediately, and they need to see quality in 30 seconds. And however we solve that is valid. But those are the turnaround times I think in this day and age you need to have. White glove onboarding, I'm already gone. Like whether it's good or not, I'm gone. Yeah, I'm not. It's usually 4 a.m. and you're not on, and I'm solving this problem before I stand up from this chair.
I think the only, in my opinion, the only way that white glove onboarding makes sense is if you have like an enterprise client that's paying you like $1 million. That is the only way like a white glove onboarding makes sense.
Of course. Some products literally require it, right?
Right.
But like, dude, onboarding needs to be bulletproof. Admittedly speaking, when I go and look at Let me go log in. When I go and look at our dashboard, I'm still not in love with this. I think it's come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if I'm wondering, and I actually asked Runty, and he's willing to jump on this as soon as we give him the okay, which could be today, by the way. But dude, Runty's dude. He's like this is his game. It's actually really annoying how many critiques he usually has versus how many critiques he has on my products because I feel like I miss the mark pretty good. So if you want someone to be hyper critical,
Yeah, I welcome it all.
Runty will run through the onboarding and give you his opinion.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I think that'll be like invaluable feedback. I think
I
yeah,
told him wait until we give him the okay. So you let me know
yeah,
when
yeah.
you want him to run through it. I told him it should be this week, but you let me know when you feel like you're happy with it. Again, since I'm not really working on the design right now,
Mm-hmm.
if you're ready now, let's run them through it. But if you want to touch a couple more things, let me know.
Sure. Yeah, I love to. I think this would be good if Runty's open to it. I'm not sure if he's in chat or not today, but I'd love to just like either on stream or even like in a Discord call, whatever, just like watch him go through it and just like get his feedback. I know one thing in particular that I think we got earlier last week. I can't remember who it was, but I might have been you, Shintai, or maybe Premier. I'm not sure. But that what happens next probably needs to just go away entirely, and then explicitly as part of this onboarding step there needs to be not only connect your project but also set your direction like that's kind of missing from the onboarding. So yeah, I think I
Yeah,
guess
this goes away
the
for
good news,
sure.
yeah,
I haven't even read this before, and it's
on it,
been sitting here for who knows how long.
yeah, I'll be honest, like pretty much every like yeah there's the one thing that the clankers still do is just set up, they add way too much in terms of like text, like this overview, all that text above literally should just say overview and no
Mhm.
subtext, nothing, like just less to look at. And that's the expectation people have now, so it's funny. I just been removing stuff, dude, and it's therapeutic in a lot of ways, just removing things
It is, dude. Removing is so good.
because most of it never mattered anyway. Just like the features don't matter,
Yeah,
or the name, or
the app
products.
is the app is not that complex conceptually. Now, it turns out actually getting the post to generate is a little more work. But the user doesn't know or should even see that. Like they should be able to log in and it should be like, oh, I clicked two buttons and
Yeah.
like I posted my first post from Loopy or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. I don't know. Like there's got to be a win there.
Yeah. Agree. I actually might
So
take a small stab at that today, depending on the time.
go for it, dude.
All right, dude. All
So
right.
just to let you know, I basically pitched, I basically complained, man, Instagram's so much better than X, and without giving it too much opinion, it came up with basically what we said we want to try. It basically said come up with a natural platform neutral canonical post, which dude, I don't know, I still can't figure out what canonical means. Like I can't figure out what it means in practice. Is that a word you're familiar with?
Canonical. I know, like there's canonical something like a canonical URL. Uh,
It's called. It says conforming to a general rule, standard, or official law. So I think it just means like a standard. I think I'm gonna put the word because, dude, you know how AI uses some words just over and over and
mm-hmm.
over again.
Like
It
signal.
keeps using canonical. I'm like, bro, I don't know what that means. So it's saying it wants to create a natural, platform neutral standard post, is what it's saying. And then from there, it's going to. Well, what's interesting, yeah, see, it's trying to do a concise X adaptation and then expanded Instagram. I don't think it needs to be that deep. Like I don't even think it should be worried about character count really.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because like that by the fact that it put weight on the lengths to the point that it's calling an X post concise, dude. What if it's just trying to make the post so concise that it's coming out like a some moron wrote it?
Yeah.
Where Instagram, it's got more room to breathe, but every Instagram post it's generated has fit in X also.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, dude. I think
I'll look into that direction.
yeah. I'm gonna do the meta approval stuff probably off stream. I'm gonna have to make like a screencast and get pictures and stuff. But I think this is the last step. So the tech provider stuff is submitted, reviewed, and verified. The last step here is app review. So for anyone, and just like quick summary here. So we had to approve the LLC, then we had to approve us as a tech provider. Now we need to approve our app, which is the last step. So I'll do that. It looks like there's quite a lot of due diligence here I'll have to do, but so I'll do that afterwards.
Sweet.
Um, yeah, I would say, yeah, I would say for I wonder for the skeleton post. Yeah, the skeleton post shouldn't matter how long it is. Like, the only thing that matters in terms of length is if the user is like a premium account or not. Because if they are not a premium account, they get the 280 character limit. If they are
Okay.
premium, I think they get like up to 2,000. But yeah, I would say like for the codex prompt, yeah, just like don't worry about the length of the post at all. You may want to say like,
Oh God, hold on, my freaking headphones died.
you're good.
Which might be timely because my tiny human is moving. Hold on, I gotta get some audio here.
Oh, good, dude.
Here, I'm honestly, dude, I'm gonna lock in for 5 minutes, no audio, and just charge my
I love
headphones
it.
for a
Do it.
second.
I love
It's
it.
just gonna be the easiest way.
I love it.
So you run the show. Give me 5 minutes, guys. I'll even put in my
Perfect.
lock-in timer. Here we go.
Nice. I gotta get one of those too. This might be the way to. Can you hear me at all, Brent? Perfect. We're locking in, baby. We're just gonna start the co-working channel for these moments. I'm just gonna put a timer up. Oh, we're locked in. Perfect. Perfect. All right, I gotta get that going too for my pep streams then. Let me do that real quick. We're officially getting the lock in going, guys. We're getting the lock in timer going. Brent's locked in. We're gonna start doing that in some capacity. I'm not sure what that looks like, but even if it's like a just impromptu, we got to get some work done. Let's lock in, and you guys can do the same. All right, let's see here. Brent can't hear me, but this may warrant a skip. The super down mode. The super down vote Trano. What do we got in this queue here? Yeah, he can't even hear anything. I know, which is the thing. Dev Dad just part of the chat right now. He's charging his headphones.
All right, I'm back.
Going on, dude?
Yo, next gen, great call out. So luckily, we allow you to define what the categories are. So you're calling them topics, we call them like categories. But anyway, you get to we get to or you get to basically describe the category. So hopefully that um is sufficient in your concern, because yeah, you should be upvoting and downloading topics you're not interested in. Hopefully it's targeting your topic, and then from there you're upvoting, downvoting.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, we do have SR working. SR is working. Let's see, does that work? So you requested blackout days. I don't think, Brent, that your song request thing works because Trano just requested that and it should have been next in the queue here.
I see it in my next in queue.
I don't see it on
Do you
mine.
not see the song queue?
Yeah, I guess
So
we'll
I'm
see.
gonna hit next. Oh, interesting. I hit next and it like fake worked, and it just went and picked a different song and cleared the queue.
Let's see.
So
Hold
that's
on.
weird.
I
It
think.
wasn't. I'm calling that a Spotify bug. I saw it in the song queue.
Let's see if mine works. Mine works. Trano, just use SR.
So I'm gonna hit next.
Wait. Let's play.
Yeah, go. Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
That worked. Well,
Trano,
use SR then. Yeah, I don't know.
Trano, I got you, dude. Trano, I got you. Don't worry.
Use SR.
We'll just offset all the fun. We'll just offset the playlist to the chat. That was my whole intention from the start, so I wouldn't have to like manage a playlist. Just have everyone request songs for us.
You might regret that though.
I don't know. This
I've had days where I'm like this. I'm like, it's kind of like the text to speech. You give an inch and they take a foot, dude.
True.
Now you're listening to some of the weirdest songs in the world because they want to see your reaction, and you're just like, oh god.
I gotta say I get the text to speech going too. I'm getting a lock-in timer going on my side too. All right, I got a lock in here. All right, I got a new prompt going. All right, let me see. Do I have this going? It's not making this. It's still clanking on this. Okay, let's see. So
All right, my child has awoken, so I'm gonna kick off the raid
okay,
here.
sounds good, man.
I've only raided Pep Tech Dev for the last like 2 months now.
Yeah, you could rate someone else, dude. Just kidding.
No, it is. I'm glad to keep the direction moving in the same app. I
Yeah,
would
man.
never want to put people onto some other app.
It's I need to
So
get.
keep cooking, dude.
Sounds good, man.
Um, what were you saying? You need to what?
I would say I raid the same people over and over. I got to get better.
Yeah.
Like when my stream ends, it's like I normally it's just like base code or people doing stuff with AI,
That's what I
which
did
is like
too. I go
whatever.
through like the same 4 people.
I don't know. They're making
Yeah.
cool stuff. I want to keep supporting them, so I don't mind it.
Yeah, you kind of find your like Twitch click, I would say.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you kind of just stay within it. All right, well, this thing's about to be cooking for God knows how long. And yeah, you guys keep cooking. Pep, good to get back at it.
Absolutely, dude.
I was off yesterday, obviously. Side note, I told you I was renting on the Subaru. I installed something on it that basically like, dude, it just sounds like a race car inside it.
Nice,
It sounds
dude.
so crazy. And I drove it for like 2 hours yesterday, and it was a surreal experience.
Nice, dude. I'm just noticing the gold link too, dude. I gotta pop mine on now, dude. Just noticed the gold link, dude.
That's right.
Just noticed the gold link.
MRR energy.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, looks like the raid went. So see you guys
later, Brett. See you, dude.
All right, I'll catch you later, bro.
Have a good one,
catch up midday.
Absolutely, man. Sounds good.
Peace.
All right, later, Brent. The link's out, guys. All right, guys. Let's get all right, SR delegated to you guys. Let me leave the jam first, just so in case Brent finds something else. All right, SR is working. Gotta get Pursuit of Happiness going. This might just be the transition song of all time. Whenever I get rated from Brent. All right. I select. We can see the content for each page. They stack vertically into an accordion type style section. Implement similar driving drunk, doing my thing. It's a fire lyric, dude. So was blow money fast. Subaru rally car. What's the lyric there? He says. Might have to play that next, honestly. Wild and out, fishtailing Subaru rally car. That might be one of the top tier. That might be one of the top tier lyrics. What a lyric. Dude, hold on. All right, one of the things, Brian, if you're still here, I was looking at what was it? Not 11 Labs. Video platform. Still here. God, what was it? Video C Dance Railway or Rail something. God, what was it? Hold on, I got it on my phone. I'll be 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Runway. All right, here we go. Runway ML. This is just like a video gen. Dude, check this hero image. Just wait. I think it should play. Ah, where is it? Come on. I played on my phone. Damn, it didn't play. On my phone, it played a Subaru rally car. I saw it yesterday on my phone. I played a Subaru rally car in the background. Hang on, there must be a different video on your phone. Here it is. Subaru rally car, dude. Subaru rally car on the runway.com. That's an STI, dude. That was pretty sick. All right. Okay, like to implement some function for post composer so that the user can see the post generated for each channel as they continue. Click on them. All right, so we're gonna get basically functioning like this because right now the app, when you go into it, it just filters one or the other, and you can't see both of them at the same time. So we're gonna get similar function out of this, where essentially if you start typing a post, you can see both channels at once here. I always found it kind of confusing though on Buffer. I've used Buffer quite a lot myself. I've always found it kind of confusing when you select a new channel. It's like, all right, we have two channels defined now. What post do we use? That's always kind of a tricky part. So this is now 7.8, and now Facebook default. It's like the last channel is what it defaults to. So think about that experience a little bit. Knocking things up the done list. It's done. Oops. Done. Calendar view is updated. Instagram should be almost done. So just got to go through the app review process now. And we are going to do just not doing. I'm not sure if we just archive this. Doing not doing for now is fine. And I guess we'll get this going just so we get something in the playlist. But SR now works. We're not going to be doing this. Let's see. Try. All right, so we're gonna get this. We're gonna get the post composer cleaned up a little bit with this new functionality, so you can see what post is going to what channel, and the content schedule's going to content schedule only schedule approved posts. Okay. I'll rename this only approved posts should be able to be scheduled on that next. I'm wondering too. I don't think we need a delete button here. I think you just have to go into here and then hit delete from here. They might misclick. Probably might get a native notification here instead of like the built-in. All right, let's see here. All right, so we're clicking on the post notifications. Let's see if this works. No, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to pause chat. Lock in off. Don't want to pause chat when the lock-in happens. Pretty sick. So Codex, I said I want similar functionality from Buffer. Because I think Buffer does a good job of this. Where you can see kind of the post for each channel. So I said, take over my browser, check out what Buffer does, and then implement similar functionality for my app. What's another popular posting platform? I can't even think of any. Like there's Buffer. There's a bunch of like automated ones specifically for X right now. That sort of help with engagement overall and whatnot. But I can't think of another social media posting platform than Buffer right now. I'm sure there's others, which maybe is a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing I can't think of one. I know Jack Fritz has like a social name. Jack marketing or die. I forgot his name. He has like a marketing thing, I think. Hey, you can't scroll there. It's Jack Fritz. What has he made? Postbridge, yeah. This is the only one I can think of. Definitely got some inspiration from this. This is definitely forward thinking. I think he made an MCP server, and that's certainly where we want to end up being too. We want to live right in your command line. And he's doing this since 2016. That's crazy. 2016. I haven't used this, but this is definitely. If I were not building my own, I'd probably use something like this. Speaking of, we gotta get analytics going too. And 2 minutes average post time to post everywhere. So we gotta do better than 2 minutes. We gotta do 1 minute, and then we actually have to get I think this is where it differentiates. This is just a like posting platform. We are getting your context going to and actually understanding who you are and automating your posts. It looks like this is just sort of like a buffer alternative, kind of like AI agent first. This is my first time actually looking at this landing page. I wonder if we should, for our landing page, if we should put a short video here, or we should put if we should put a live app preview. Gotta think about that. I don't know, it's just logged in. Wondering too if we should move some of these social channel stuff also to the content library, just so it's clear in both places. If you want like a one-off post, you can see your social channels connected immediately. Gotta give that some thought. All right, let's see if this works now. I don't see that appearing anywhere on my screen. I wonder if it's being blocked. See, does this work? That works. Talented with the 14,000 push-ups. Gotta reset that. All right, let's see where we at with this. We are getting that looked at. We're at to log into my local accounts. Just kind of fumbling over that right now. This is interesting.
Hey, I'm Jack.
Can we put this on mute? And then not from this preview. So I'm gonna use Hermes. I've never used Hermes. Hermes, yeah, I've never used it either, and maybe I should. Maybe I should be. I'm on my home server. I haven't found that good use for it. Yeah, I mean, it's similar to OpenClaw, right? It's just another. I really don't know the differences. I'm in ChatGPT for everything. I mean, at this point, it's like ChatGPT with computer use is like just as good, or if not better than OpenClaw. I haven't used OpenClaw myself either, but I don't know. I have too much utility in ChatGPT right now to really even want to explore anything else. I haven't used Cursor either. I had downloaded it couple. Cursor's been up for a while. Better than OpenClaw from what I understand. Yeah, yeah, I should probably poke around these at some point, but I don't know. I've got computers going, and I got too much context and everything wrapped up in ChatGPT, so I'm pretty happy with just keeping it there. Let's see. Did that get us what we want? All right. First, let me go to my right account here. Mostly Cursor and T3 code. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm pretty much all ChatGPT. If I hit limits, I'll switch to Claude. I do wanna try Grok. So I use Grok. I've heard that's actually quite good. I just don't want to keep paying for AI subscriptions. All right, let's see. This work. Not really. It doesn't work super well. All right. So we see that appearing. This isn't working how I expect. I would expect to still be able to click each icon and then it would um, select and deselect it. Right now, that's not working. Right now, when I click it, like there's basically no deselectability. So I need you to account for that first, and then there's additional updates we have to make as well. But let's start there. Grok is good for non-UI or copy stuff. Verme, Grok is really only good for image and video gen. Yeah, Verme, I remember you saying that, I think. Sushi Roll, I have a ton of AI subs, GPT, Claude, Grok, and Kimi. Yeah, it's one of these things too where like I probably could like downgrade my ChatGPT sub to just like the 5x tier and then maybe, distribute some of that for other AI subscriptions, but I use like pretty much all my 20x like tokens right now. I'm just finding so much utility with GP like ChatGPT. Just the computer use is so good. And at least to me, it's like until someone, maybe Claw's a close second. I don't know. Maybe Hermes too. I don't know. But until there's like a legitimate contender for computer use speed, it'd be hard for me to switch off because I'm just getting so much utility from Codex and ChatGPT right now. Grok is good at implementing well-defined tasks. I have Opus and Fable plan and spec. Grok implement and do GPT code reviews. Have the 20 plan for Cloud, ChatGPT, and Cursor. Maybe that might be the way to go, Dragon. That might be the way to go. And you kind of it sort of would force you to use all the different tools too, which I think would be a good thing. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting a ton of utility from Codex, and for me, I have Cloud Max and 20 GPT for image gen. The image gen is very good. The image gen is very good. Yeah, I've got the 5x for Claude and the 20x for Codex. Codex ChatGPT, same thing, kind of. I've heard like yeah, like sushi where like the meta is almost like have Fable plan, and then for me to be have like GPT implement. Um, but yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of a cool world. It's like just gotta take advantage of all the subscriptions while you can. Try to avoid that vendor lock-in. How well, in your opinion, does GPT understand images you send? Pretty well, I'd say. Like if I were to give it like an image and then use that as context, yes, like and then so like modify this image to do X, Y, and Z. I think it does a pretty good job. I think GPT image gen is very good in my opinion. All right, I'm just realizing I forgot to restart this. That's probably why it didn't work. GPT over engineers, in my opinion, is slow. I can have Grok implement things in like a tenth of the time, and in my opinion, the code is really something I would like would be more likely to want to merge. Yeah, that's fair. So that's good feedback. I haven't used Grok, so I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. But I do pay for X Premium, so I think I do have Grok, but it's probably like the the limited tier plan. I think that's included, and it might just be like the text, not like code though. Like whatever the ChatGPT like $20 plan is or whatever. Do we have Grok? It's sign it through X, right? Log in with X. It's included in premium. Okay, log in with X. Perfect. Perfect. It looks really good. Look at that. Existing compound authorized app. Perfect. Looks really good. Works great. Excellent. So I can't even use it. Perfect. I'm probably not doing something right. I know I can do Grok from here. So why can't I... Ooh, image 2.0 on Grok. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Grok. Sign in. Log in with X. Authorize app. They probably vibe coded it. Guys, even X vibe codes, okay? Even Grok vibe codes. Unless I need to actually sign up. Excellent. Grok made it. Grok vibe coded the login process. Like I know yesterday people were having issues with like the or last week people were having issues with like the sign in and like accounts and stuff. Dude, check it out. Even Grok is not working. This is account found, login with X. I'm in an endless loop here. I mean, the alternative is to, log in with Google or something, but I should just be able to log in with X. So it looks like Grok is vibe coded, which is cool. Even Elon is vibe coding. So anytime you guys have problems logging in, just know that I couldn't even log in with Grok. Couldn't even log in with the X authentication. Imagine Elon texting Brent. Said Elon's gonna vibe code us to the sun. Or Elon's gonna vibe code us to Mars. That is kind of crazy. I wonder if I should submit a bug report. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna help the dev team out. I already might be aware. Let's see. Log in with X. Okay, authorize app. Is there somewhere I can report this issue somewhere? Report a bug. Looks like there's a token missing. Tag Evan Bacon on X. Thank you, Sushi. Okay, let me, you know what? Just like always. I'm trying to sign up and sign into Grok with my X account, but I continue to end up in an endless loop where my existing account found, and every time I click login with X, it just continues to be in an endless cycle here. So I want to tag Evan Bacon on X and let him know that I am not able to sign up or sign in with this. I think it might be because there's a token missing in my URL. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm just going to take a screenshot of existing account found and want to tweet out. There seems to be something wrong with signing up for Grok when I try to authenticate with X. So help me get a sync tweet out for that. Eventually, we'll use Loopy for this. Okay, we'll use Loopy for this eventually, but this is technically a tweet out to him. What's up, Xanar? How you doing, dude? How are you, man? All right, what's his name? At Evan Bacon. This guy? Bacon Bricks. Bacon Bricks. All right. Coming in hot. And we'll do a screen charm. All right. The only problem is I can't. I want to do a screen charm to show my because it's easiest. But every time I do this on OBS, it like kills my OBS. So I'm gonna do that after this. We're gonna say this is a draft. And we're gonna keep this as a tab open so I remember to do it. And I'm gonna record a quick video of myself actually doing it. I'm pretty sure it's because there's almost like there's like a missing token here. I would expect. It's like there should be something here. Because every time I had issues like this, that's exactly what happened too with me. So I'll do that afterwards. Weird though. I actually wanted to try Grok Live here, but I can't. I could always log on my Google, but I want to, have X Premium, so I should be able to use that. Sorry guys. Even Grok is vibe coded. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so now we should have the ability to... All right, no channel selected. Perfect. This is not exactly what I expected. Okay, the channel is not being selected is now fixed, but let me be more clear on the expectation. When the X icon is highlighted, it should show next to the post, like the X variant of the tweet. Then when Instagram is clicked, it should have it sort of appear at the bottom with the same copy for now. Take a look at my screenshot. You'll see kind of the overall expectation I have. When channels are selected, they should always appear sort of underneath instead of at the top as well. Because that experience is not super clear right now. So take a look at my screenshot and sort of have it match that expectation sort of one-to-one with what Buffer's doing here. Getting close, getting close. I almost wonder if I just want to like have each section just displayed vertically here. We have all this metadata associated with each post too, so I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that. I like this. This is like, okay, you gotta select the channel to actually start writing something. Also, let's just see if this works. lock in. Does this work now? Okay, cool, that works. All right. Okay, sweet. Does this work in help too? Cool. All right, delete some of these just so they don't keep flooding the chat. I like this post preview too. This is kind of a cool idea. So like when you actually have a channel selected, it shows you what it looked like there. The only problem is then you gotta like always be maintaining what those channels look like, which we should probably be doing anyway. That's kind of a cool idea to have this preview as well. I just don't know if there's that much value, especially when we're going to be automating this anyway. Let's see how we doing. Man, I had a limit reset ready to go too. All right, we'll put this to fast. Put it to fast just because we have the reset as well. Actually, yeah, we'll keep it on standard. Keep it on standard. Might be doing some other stuff today. All right. Let's see, admin's locked in here. All right. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Much better. Much better. Much better. This is more we're looking for. So we can tell what channel is immediately. Much better. And then I almost wonder if I know Brent's kind of doing that skeleton post too, so I wonder if, we handle that. Almost like one skeleton post here, and then that can be the 783 multiple channels. It's looking pretty good. What is Instagram's logo now? This is gradient. Hey, what's going on, Captain? 40 stream streak, man. Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you, dude. All right, the lock-in timer works, and that is helpful because it's like forced time to focus. So that's actually working pretty good. So make a couple of changes. Make this lock-in timer. Make this lock-in timer more clear. What it's for? I will. Let me try this again. I'm just testing this real quick. Lock in one. So when we do lock in one, I think we're going to make it bigger. Make the lock in. Make this. Take a screenshot of this actually. Make this timer instead. The we are locked in should display all on one line. Remove feature sprint and shipping mode, and remove the symbol that we have on the left to just adding no value. The timer's fine. But yeah, make those changes here. And I want to make it clear here that when we're locked in, we'll get back to the chat when the timer's up. So maybe replace the feature sprint and shipping mode with that. And also, instead of we are locked in, make it say we are locked TF in. Yeah, Captain, things are going well, man. Thank you for asking. Yeah, dude, things are going swell. Maximum vibes, and yeah, dude, we're getting launch loop in a good position. Brendis continues to hammer home everything related to post quality. I'm kind of going back to basics and just getting the post composer and the schedule looking much better, and making good strides in both of those areas. So the goal for today is just get a couple of the things cleaned up with the post composer itself, and then we should only the user basically has the ability to approve or reject a post. And right now we are allowing any post at all to be scheduled, and they should really only be ones that are approved. So moving the needle, some days by a little, some days by a lot. Yes, absolutely. Vibe maxing. It's funny when I want to tell people, like, I connect with an ex about this stream and stuff. It's like, yeah, what's it like? I'm just like, it just vibes. It just vibes all around. Just vibe coding, vibe maxing, vibe music. All right, let's see. Live app preview. Man, these are new things for image gen, canvas view. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Man, there's always something new in Codex. It's shipping. Okay, how do I get back? Oh, crap. What did I just do? Oops. I had to escape because I'm an idiot. Let's see. I missed your question. Ask me again. All right, let's see. Okay, so this should be in a better spot now. Okay, so X shows X. Good. So we want Instagram shows Instagram. We show X and Instagram. Boom, boom. It's almost there. It's almost there, but the open accordion thing isn't working super well. So let's see. View pet test 456. This is actually updating is the question. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then we go to this. Test 456. Four, five, six. Okay, it's looking better. After hearing of Meta releasing a local tier targeting 32 gigabyte VRAM, I pulled the trigger. Got an AMD 970. Damn. AI Pro R700 for local LM vibe. Nice, dude. Xanar, that's sick, dude. I once you get set my RR, hopefully we'll be able to do the same. I got the M5 MacBook Pro. Pretty happy with that, but I think it'd be really chugging along. But I got the Elgato for the stream machine, so maybe we'll start doing some local LM stuff. Just have to offset some of that load to the stream machine first, and then we should hopefully be in a little bit better position to do so. Let's see. Okay. All right, so this is almost there. This is almost done. Once we're on desk model, so it had to be GPU, yeah. All right, we want this entire thing surrounded in this modal. So that's one other change I want to make here. All right, this is very close now. However, I want the entire area surrounded in this accordion now. Right now, it kind of looks like they're almost like disjointed a little bit. So rather than having kind of the Instagram just sort of be like in the little text box, I want whenever this accordion is toggled, essentially it should open or show the entire area here essentially. Furthermore, it looks like when the accordion is clicked, it's still kind of jumping around in place, and it's not a very good experience. So make sure that when an item is clicked on, it doesn't jump around in place. It sort of looks like when one of the icons are clicked on, it sort of jumps up. And I think as a result of moving the content, all the content within the accordion to be a little bit more clear of an experience. See if this works. So, oh wait, I gotta refresh this, that's why. All right, let's see. First this. There we go. Nice. Clean up this chat a little bit. Okay. Okay, so locking stuff works. Can you guys see when I delete a message? I'm assuming you can. I just don't want to spam the chat with all my locking stuff for testing. Looks good. Merge. Yeah, you can. Okay. I thought you couldn't. Okay, that's good to know. I thought that was like invisible to you guys. Okay, looks good. Merge to main and push main. I think if you have plugins, you can see it. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So we got the lock and timer going for when we got to lock in on certain features. I think Brett had the right idea. Had to charge his AirPods for 5 minutes. No audio. Couldn't even hear me. How's that volume for the banger? Is that too loud? I guess I never really asked that question before. I think it does it for like 30 seconds, or it bumps the volume up. Should bump it back down soon. I almost wonder if there's a way to figure out how to get it smart enough so it only plays that for the duration of the actual song. All right, we're getting pretty close to this new channel post interaction. This is looking pretty good. So basically the idea, it just like kind of same as buffer, but we never had more than one channel before. Now we have two channels, so we have to basically rethink everything around the way that we have posts displaying in the post composer. Pretty straightforward when you have a single channel destination, but when you have more than one, it becomes pretty tricky. And I know Brent is working on kind of that skeleton post initially, and I'm trying to think about if we want that almost as like its own like nothing channel here. I'm not sure. I gotta think about that. With buffer, just like, so if I do like this is a test post, and then you can try to disseminate that through all your channels. I think I gotta talk with Brent again and figure out basically how much that skeleton post, when we generate it automatically, should it display here almost as like its own, like this notion of like the skeleton post being its own channel almost. I'm not sure. I gotta give that some thought. I don't know the best way right now. This is looking pretty good though. I need to make this clear. It's an accordion even when it's open though. That's one thing I want to do as well. Maybe it is clear. I don't know. And this is confusing though. It's like, to me, this should just be like an accordion. It sort of behaves like one, but I don't know. I'd rather kind of behave like an outright accordion. I think that's a little bit better of an experience. But let's see. I think it's in the last leg here. So in the last leg of testing. Oops, hold on. What did I just do? All right. We spun up a work tree because we were meaning to this forever. We are doing a live app preview as well. So we're getting that worked on while we're doing the post accordion stuff at the same time. And I think, let's see, is that running on a different port? No, it's not. I wonder how it does. How does it do the preview stuff when it's on a work tree? I wonder if it is at all. I don't think it is at all, actually. Dylan, dude, what's going on, dude? How you doing, man? Good morning to you. Let's see. Talented, we're hammering features. We're hammering features that hopefully matter. No, but we stop implementing anything outside of like our existing pages. So the only kind of a rule of thumb I have right now, at least, is the only thing worth implementing is feedback from real people, and current pages experiences. I feel like I made a lot of progress in the past couple days in this post composer. Had to kind of rethink the post composer now that we have more than one channel too. So that's what we're focusing on today mostly. Is this a better post composer? Which at some point probably will not matter anyway because everyone's going to be automating things. But we have to get this in a position where we can basically filter between the two. But I'll be right back, guys. If you can't hear it, saying goodbye to the wife. I will be right back, guys. All right, guys, we're still back. Realizing I probably should have put the ad break when I step away there, but whatever. I'm gonna dismiss this ad break. Just kind of snooze this. As in 5 minutes, perfect. All right, we're back, baby. We're back. Okay, let's see. Got my Mac toolbar jumping over the place. Okay, let's see. This post accordion should be cleaned up now. I don't know, my logo's disappeared. Let's see, how do we look? Did we get it right this time? No channel selected. X selected. Instagram selected. I don't know. Still kind of better than what it was. I don't love the sliding animation. I guess that's good for now. I think that's okay for now. We'll clean it up later. I just wonder if I wanted to behave like an actual accordion or not. But it does make sense, I think, because whenever something's clicked on, it kind of... do we just make it an accordion? I think we just make it an accordion. Alright, we're almost there. Okay, this is very close now. The last part of this we need done is in the current open window. We should also display the accordion symbol, making it clear to the user that they can actually open and close it. Right now, when a channel is clicked on, it's sort of like move around like vertically, and it's sort of a strange experience. I just simply want, when a section clicked on, to open and close the content area within an accordion. Right now, things sort of slide up and slide down on the page when the items are clicked on, and that is a strange experience. So just make these behave like accordions. That's the simplest experience we can give for these channels. Black Goku, what's going on, man? How are you? Okay, how do we... So this is on a work tree. I wonder if it will just spin up its own server for this, or if it will somehow be able to send a screenshot. Let's see. We are working on the post composer. Post composer. Let's see, and then what's our next thing? I've got a pretty slick idea for the new connections page too, because right now the connections are pretty... I know Brent's actively working on brand update as well. Under project settings, connections are really all over the place too. There's just too much context everywhere. I've got a good idea for this one as well. Basically, that would just outright get rid of this add integration button and everything. We just kind of see everything here for what to add. Need to give some thought though into that a little bit, because we might not even need a connections page if we can just get everything under brands. Less screens the better, less noise look at the better. Okay, this is not at all what the app looks like at all. This is not at all what the app actually looks like. With the actual app, Let's see. Did Grok fix this while we were gone? Sign in. Log in with X. Authorize app. Ooh, take a log on. Oh, no, never mind. Doesn't work. Damn, I want to try Grok too. I want to try Grok or something. Nice, this is looking better. Okay, looking better. You're right. I'm a fool. All right. Let's see. So we're getting a live app preview done in a work tree. We're getting the post composer cleaned up too. And let's see what else. That's it for now. That's it for now. Docker, for some reason, I don't know why. Oh, we're good. Never mind. I have so much stuff to clean up in Docker from old apps and whatnot that seem to still be running. I don't see them in port deck though for some reason. I need to figure out why that is. I would expect I would see them here. I do wonder that we have a lot of unused horizontal space now. I wonder if it makes sense to even. I wonder if it makes sense to have this almost like be like a 2-column perhaps. Gotta think about the kind of 2-column view if we want that or not. I don't know. Think about it. Have you ever looked at the Loopy code, or is Vibes only the law? We have looked at it. Do we understand it all? Absolutely not. No, it's like yeah. So this is like a good experiment in the vibe coding, whatever. Oh wait, there's an ad break. Hold on, ad break. I'll wait till the ad break's over. Shit, excuse me for someone else. Okay, yeah. Is this have we looked at the code? Yes, we have. When I initially did the prototype for this in like 2 or 3 weeks, I didn't like review the code at all, and like it was creating all these like almost like fake routes in Next.js. So it's kind of like, all right, what is this doing at this point? But yeah, we've leaned into the vibe coding. We've leaned into it big time, because we feel like there's probably going to be a lot of vibe coders like us that are trying to build product, and they're going to need to market it. And so it seems like a natural thing to sort of like vibe code an app that a vibe coder would also be using potentially. Um, we see that as like a big customer segment, um, for us as well. So we have looked at it. It's weird. Like my stance and opinions on these things change often, just because AI moves so fast. And like, yes, or like we always like say use best practices as per Next.js and convex standards and so forth. Sometimes it misses the mark. But yeah, I don't know. It's tricky, right? I think depending on the app, I mean, like for example, like the 9 to 5, like it looks completely different than what you're seeing here. Um, like Loopy is almost like an experiment in vibe coding too. I think for both of us, which is cool. But yeah, doing it like on a 9 to 5 or like a highly regulated environment, like healthcare, mission critical services, yeah, don't vibe code those things. That's what my take is. We're building a marketing tool. It's not mission critical. If someone misses a social media post, someone's not going to lose their lives. But if you're doing anything that's like mission critical, people depend on it. To yeah, like mission critical systems, vibe coding. You should probably not be doing it for those things. So yeah, that's my take on that, Xanar. We like vibing here. We have looked at the code though, and maybe one day for fun, we'll try to implement a feature, actually writing code. But like I said, it depends on the project for sure. It depends on the project big time. It's really important to understand like how the systems work. I think we have a pretty good sense of that. Like Brent owns and like has a really like low level view of the job system. I've got a pretty low level view of the output, right? And how things work in terms of like the content library and posting schedule and the chatbot and so forth, right? So I think we kind of each own our different systems and stuff, and as long as we kind of have like a low level understanding of those things, it's like to me it's like code the direction it's continued to head, and I think it's heading now is no different than like it's just another layer of abstraction, right? Where we went from like ones and zeros to assembly code or whatever was in the middle between assembly, and then now that's Java code, right? Like going from like assembly to Java, like that was a big step, right? And that's just a layer of abstraction. Kind of writing with AI is just another level of abstraction, but it's like the last level of it. I don't know. That's how I look at it. Share something different. I don't vibe code, I leak code. Yep, nice. Well said. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like again, like my opinion changes a lot, and I think and like my opinion does change, like I said. And I think most of it honestly just like from like going to school for 4 years, like doing this professionally, and like I like personally grapple with it a little bit where it's like, what does education look like? How does it impact, the rest of our lives and stuff? That's the stuff that I am always like trying to figure out what that looks like long term. And nobody knows, obviously. No one has a crystal ball. That's the stuff I think about all the time, though. It's like, do I want someone vibe coding a pacemaker for me? I don't think so. uh, I don't have a pacemaker, but like, I don't know, right? Like that's the kind of stuff I think about. And it's like, do I want an AI assisted like development to make the best pacemaker though? Yeah, I'd be okay with that as long as you tell me as long as like you disclose in anything I do like the AI is used in it. Like I'm my stance is I'm typically pretty okay with that, but just tell me how it's being used and let me as a user decide if I am okay with AI being used in this way or not. And for me again, for most things, I can't find an example other than maybe making a nuke that maybe AI in vibe coding shouldn't be used. Maybe don't vibe code a nuke. I agree with that, Xanar. I think that's a good judgment call. Don't vibe code a nuke. I will, however, vibe code a nuke in the Black Relay. I've already vibe coded an AC-130. Holy man, when I made a stream. Cole Bradley, what's going on? What's going on, dude? Made a stream. Are you streaming right now, Cole Bradley? What'd you make? Are you live right now? What'd you make, Cole Bradley? Tell us. What's the sitch? Oh, made to my stream. Oh, dude, what's going on, man? Hey, hey. Sorry, I think I meant like you were. Hey, what's going on, Bradley? How you doing, dude? Good to see you, man. How are you? Stoked for being here, man. Appreciate you being here, my brother. I think man, you were streaming. What's going on, dude? How are you, man? Yeah, I know. We've got early mornings here, that's for sure. Early mornings. But appreciate you being here, man. Yeah, I just peeped your channel quick. I wasn't sure if you were streaming or not. Yeah, it's for everyone's in different time zones, so I never know who's where. But yeah, man, thanks for being here, Bradley. It's maximum vibes here, dude. All right, needs to get a couple other things. Fix this accordion here. Night entertainment. Love to hear it, man. Love to hear that. Okay, let's see. I gotta get two more things going here. For some reason, when the accordions are closed, they're a different color. Like they're this like orangish hue. I want that removed. They should just all be the same color. In addition, when the window's open now, we display the social icon twice. So we display it once where the accordion title is, and then once to the left of where the text is for the actual post. We can remove it. We can remove the social icon from where the post is. We only need the image once in the accordion title. All right, a couple of changes here. Oh, so did you guys see? I haven't read it yet. We could do it live here. Zuck's AI roadmap. Anyone see that? And does anyone have any thoughts on it? I'm trying to find it right now. Zucks, what did he say? Mark Zuckerberg, AI something. Here we go. This is way too long to read. What does AI say? We'll read that later. 6,500 word essay on Meta's website laying out his long-term vision for open AI and super intelligence. He warned against the extreme concentration of AI power among a few select companies. People are saying he has a deranged 6,500 word essay. But that's on Reddit. So everyone there is mostly mean. And you get banned immediately. So I don't have a lot of stock in Reddit. That's just my experience so far. Can we get an AI summary? Of course we can get an AI summary. Summarize this. Tech bros and multiple most time anyway. Reddit's filled with them. Yeah. Reddit is just I don't know, man. I haven't had a good experience on Reddit so far. And like trying to post there as like pep tech, like people like I don't know. I guess the vibe coding community people are cool and supportive, but I don't know. Like I was DMing with someone and like they were just like super like standoffish, and it's just like, man. I guess I was expecting. Again, I know people's are divided in this, but I really like X. I have sort of like an expectation now for like communities on X. Sort of be like anywhere I go, and I guess I don't have that. It's kind of like what is going on this platform. Have you looked at the Meta Claude Code equivalent? I have not, Xanar. I saw Zuckerberg. I don't know if he tweeted though on X. So I think that was a big thing. Hey, Mookie Hill, 45. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Muse Spark. There's so many AI tools that I need to still try, and I haven't. I'd like to try Grok, but I'm unable to. And I will tweet that bug out later. Maybe it'll be fixed. What's it called? Meta Spark. What's crazy is just like, obviously everything in AI moves like really fast, so it's like, 5.6 is already like bumped ahead of this, right? I would like to try this though. I would like to try everything. I think we do a disservice if we don't like try every AI tool, at least in some capacity. But again, like my thing, I just like I've just got so much convenience. I've got so much convenience in Codex, and like I recognize that fully, and like I know it's like the same idea of like vendor lock in for like Convex or Vercel or whatever. I choose whatever's free, and none of these tools and pitch to pay for them. It's almost free, yeah, for Muse. I'm happy to pay for Codex. Do I love paying for it? No. Is it providing me enough utility where I don't mind paying for it? Yes. Have I made MRR yet and can justify these AI costs? No. So that's what we're trying to get. If I'm using it, I never paid $1. Moondog, what is your stack? Are you using like Olama with like DeepSeek or whatever else? Cheapest good. The cheapest good models are cheap. Luna DS4. You don't get much better results paying like $1 a month. Yeah, I very much would like to run everything locally one day. And that day may come sooner than later, just depending on how things kind of shake out. I'm liking Codex though. I'm enjoying Codex. I service for cloud a decent amount. Got that on 5x. There's so many things I want to try. All right, let's see. Coin next local 27 billion model dropping this week. I'm gonna have to give those a whirl. All right, I think we got this in a good spot now. Okay, so we have the ability now to basically have each post per channel. It's an accordion. You can open it, you can close it. I don't love this highlight thing. This highlight thing is kind of weird. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that. Is that a standard? Let's see. What am I using here? What is this tool called? Shadcn? What is the practice here? Yeah, this needs to just be just simpler. Okay, so all right, let's see. One last thing here. When an accordion is clicked on, there's like a green outline of the accordion itself. I'd like you to remove that. We just don't need that. It just introducing extra noise elements to the accordion itself. So go ahead and remove that. MetaMuse Glimmer 30 billion this week. I already said that. There's vibe coding, and then there's open source self-hosted vibe coders. Yeah, I spent 200 a month for Codex, and I hate it. But I wouldn't spend the $200 a month if I wasn't using all the tokens every month, but I am. And I told myself if I am not hitting the limit, I will downgrade, and I am hitting the limit every week. Also free instant 20 on cursor, yeah. Bid stuff was just $20. Yeah. Let's see. This still does not look like at all what the app looks like, so we'll have to revisit this. All right. We'll have to spin this up in a non-work tree. But we have that started. I've been doing everything on Soul. Probably a little overkill, yes. Should accordions have a hover effect? Let's see, what's the best practice here? Okay, we also don't need a horizontal line underneath it. Hope they have a PM tool in beta that have a users. So for codexes, the move for managing expensive but good. Yeah. So I probably need to just optimize my context more honestly. But talented for me, expensive is subjective, makes me more dollars. I'm fine with it. Yeah, that's the trade off. Is like, I don't know. Like to me, it's like shit. If you want to use like, if you still want to use like 5.3, which 5.3 is still pretty good. You just got to be like really specific in your tasks. Whatever gets the job done, go for it. And I think that's always what I kind of am toying with too. Is like, it's just how much or little specificity you want to provide. Let's see. Okay, so remove the green accordion outline focus. Okay, something weird's going on here. So 5.6. Oh, because it didn't save, that's why. All right, there's something weird going on with the both of these here. So save it, close out. All right, last bug here. Okay. Okay, one last bug. The accordions all look good now. However, I have a post that I have both. You can take a look at my browser tab for my local host. It's the one that says test 123 for X. And the Instagram one says test 123 456 789. When I go and open the post, I would expect that both X and Instagram will be selected there. And you can have the X accordion open by default. But I would expect to see the Instagram one selected as well because they both have the content for both of them. But I'm only seeing X right now. So can you update that as well? So that whenever a post is clicked on, in the post preview in the modal, we will see both channels and the associated content appearing on the page. Talented, I vibe code another project with the past few days and I made $1,200. Same money made though. The talent just needed for one that changes souls not worthy. A great share is more money than it costs. Yeah, talented. I'm going to hopefully pretty. I don't know. I have a proposal out, so hopefully that'll land and gonna use LaunchLoop for start getting some of these marketing efforts going. But I gotta start thinking about that as well. Like just there, I have about 4 or 5 kind of warm-ish leads for just like website development services and some marketing stuff. So, and I'm really good at doing that stuff. Trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up, and I like to support small business and their technology needs. I've like always wanted to do that. I have everything all set up. My LLC's all set up and everything. I think I'm gonna start doing that as well on the side here. And whenever someone needs marketing, guess what? We're gonna use LaunchLoop for it. Trying to figure out that and to that end, my point being is like all that, you know, I used Codex and Soul to help get established, like insofar as like I had kind of templated contracts and proposals and stuff I had from like years ago, dug all those up, you know, gave access to Google Docs, had to take a look. Yeah, I mean that to me is like well worth the cost. I have some other ideas too, just like native iOS app side. I want to kind of start exploring a little bit, but I need to manage my time better and maintain my focus where it matters. So just got to figure out kind of what resonates most with me, and ultimately, frankly, what'll make the most dollars. I like to do something with small businesses though, for sure. My strategy there is basically have like a have the like initial investment for like website development be on the like not lower end but like more reasonable end, and then the monthly fees for like marketing are kind of where the recurring revenue comes in. So we'll see. See, it's trash day, so I wonder if someone will dig through my garbage today, like they always do. So far, so good. All right. Last thing here for this. All right, that's a good example. This later. All right, how did Codex summarize it? All right, never mind. This is done. Hold on. Let's see. We'll take a look at Zuck's summarization in a second. All right, there we go. All right, we're good. We're good to go, baby. Okay, the only thing, there's one more bug. One more bug. Okay, it overwrote the existing copy, and we don't want that to happen. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more bug. There was one more bug here. You'll see, you can replicate this too. I have an X post that has test 1, 2, 3, and then Instagram has test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I deselect Instagram in the post composer modal and then reselect it, the text then changes to test 1, 2, 3. So it basically will always take like the previous post there, which is problematic because I may not want the previous text there. So I want that functionality removed entirely around basically like additional channels taking content and copy from previous posts. Otherwise, it will be otherwise it won't provide a good experience, and a user could have an entire social post created and it could be wiped with this functionality. So I want you to remove that. It only works well. It's probably a middle ground. There's probably a middle ground. But Buffer kind of does this. So like if you have like a test 1, 2, 3, let's see, and you deselect them, it will try to generate others for you. And so say if I make this test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I deselect this and then I select it again. I guess maybe that's the right solution. Is if something's already entered there, then just leave it alone. But for now, we're just gonna have this be out removed, and then we'll clean it up later. Worst case, the user just has to go on and copy paste the text. It's fine. And we also want to get wrapped up with this feature because we spent all stream on it, but that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you got to go back to basics. I'm going to say that over and over because it's true. got to go back to basics sometimes and just look at the work you've done, zoom in on the details, not ship 1,000 features that don't matter. Ship a few that work really well. That's the name of the game right now for me. Once we get more than two social channels, then we will maybe consider doing something a little different there. One thing I noticed yesterday, I was just like poking around in Buffer's, I guess non-native mobile app. So just like the web app, right? For Buffer.com, and things just don't work there. Like it almost like tries to just always default to like the desktop view, which is surprising to me. It's like, how are you Buffer and just like the web app on your phone like doesn't work well. I just kind of find that surprising. Because I was trying to see like lessons learned from them. What can we incorporate in ours? It just wasn't working. Okay, man. Good morning, man. How you doing? Good to see you, man. How are you? Doing a quick run on my SaaS. Nice, dude. Where'd you end up yesterday? Where'd you end up? Same goes here. Same goes here. All right. Let's see. So now we should see. See. Okay, so now we got both of these. If we just got one, we just see one. See. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. That looks pretty good to me. That looks pretty good. Let's see. I can probably get some of this cleaned up at some point, in particular like the post context, but I think we're gonna call that done. I think we're gonna call that done for now. Maybe at some point we'll get the actual channels updated here with the colors. But this is way better than what we had, which is progress. I do kind of want to get the. We have this like this social stuff here. I kind of want to do the same thing. Just get it consistent everywhere. Okay, essentially I want like the ability to toggle here, what you see in here, and then what you see here, all the same. But let's get that going for now. Okay. Okay. All right. Caveman here. Tried to do a short stream last night, still getting used to that. Not sure if I'm comfortable with it. It took me a while too. I'm still, frankly, not fully comfortable, but you just gotta just put yourself out there and say fuck it. Who cares what people think? It is weird though. It took me a while to like. I remember. I still remember my first streams. I like don't. I almost didn't do it. It is weird. But just the more you do it, the less weird it becomes, I'd say. And then came in, yeah, remember you're working on the family OS stuff, the report builder, work on Google Analytics with AI helper for all kinds of reports based on platform data. Yes, family office OS, I remember that. Yes, that was really cool. I remember you sharing that. If you have anything you want to take a look at, man, I'd be happy to. Yeah, I remember that was such a good idea. Such a good niche too. Yeah, man. Whatever you would like to post, feel free. Happy to take a look. Let's see. Okay, now we have this deploying. Pull from. This is actually not going to be on dev yet. Put this on. Can I do this not on? How do I put this to? I think I can just do continue on local checkout, but got the same landing page with email service working. Got its own domain now too. Nice. Family office can't be found. I got a 404 unfortunately for me, and I'm wondering if it's because when you send it with dub, you gotta just ask Codex or Cloud or whatever. If when you include dub, it's not redirecting correctly to this URL. So the link you just put in the chat is not working. Just FYI. Yeah, you get so there's kind of tools schools of thought. It's like you either redirect to or from dub. Typically, I just redirect to there. What do we do for try launch loop? I think for try launch loop, yeah, we don't do that. So if we do dub, yeah, it just redirects to. I guess it serves both. It technically should redirect actually, so I need to do that at some point. Operating system, yeah, I remember this, dude. I remember this family office. Yeah, this is cool, dude. I think this is like so niche in such a good way. Just the trust stuff is huge. Pop in my email, dude. Give me my email, my friends. Let's see. We're waiting on the private wait lists. Oh, yeah, ads. Okay, we got an okay. We got a good. All right. Let's see. Live app preview. Okay, let's take a look at a live app preview. Locos 2000. Let's log out. Yeah, it's just all static. It's all static. Um, we got to clean this up just a little bit. Better than having nothing, right? The cursor website used to pin my CPU 100% if I visit it. Damn. Yeah, let me. Yeah, that's a good point. This is all static. Like you can't even like click on this stuff. So just like a just a little preview. Okay, I'm gonna make a couple changes here. Make this appear just below the get started. It's not clear. The user kind of has to scroll down to be able to see it. So I want you to bump this up so that it's right there. Um, let's also remove the admin coming soon, send feedback, and join Discord, just to kind of more focus on the features that are there. And then also, it looks like we're missing the job icon logo here. Let's probably remove that at some point anyway. But let's go ahead and make those changes to start, and then we will keep plugging along here. Looks nice. Thanks, Anna. Yeah, just something, right? Just something. I also keep getting this error conversation I found. I don't know why. My day job is working with folks in that market, and many of them have issues organizing stuff. They have it across all kinds of different places and systems, and my platform was designed to bring it all together to make reporting and managing a lot easier. Plus, looking to grow myself into that group too, so I needed a better budgeting and finance tool. Yep, fill a no need, find a niche, solve problems that you have first-hand experience doing. Ideally, solve problems you actually have yourself. Sounds like you check all those boxes. So you have all of the keys. You have all of the ingredients of success, caveman, for sure, which is awesome. So yeah, rooting for you big time, dude. I let us know, man, as that kind of comes along. We're happy to give it a look. Happy to be your user zero if you want. I'll give you a free pep review. Whatever you want, man. I think that's very cool. Room for you big time with that. And like over time too, yeah, I think you found like the perfect niche there. And what's cool about some of these products is like niche things sort of become over time they will grow into, hey, like, okay, now we're not niche anymore because you're growing. That's a good thing. Many high net wealth people spend their final years making this stuff intentionally hard to track for tax purposes. Yeah. That's a fair point, Talented. It's I'm not sure Caveman too, one of the idea or just suggestion, whatever, it's like if you have your user zero, right? Just like someone you think that would want to use this or take advantage of it, whatever. Probably worth just asking them like a series of like 4 or 5 questions and just be like, hey, if you had this at your fingertips, you know, would you use it? Would you pay for it? But that's a really good point. I think this week all things ready to let a couple folks in. Nice. When I verify security on it, update the homepage with some in-app images. Perfect. Yeah. Platform was heavily set up for encrypting and keeps data from leaking. Yeah. Security is like definitely top of mind. Really for anything, but in particular when it comes to like assets and all that good stuff. All right. So live app preview is going. What is this? Oh shit, I accidentally did this in a separate work tree and I did not mean to. Oops. Ah, crap. All right. Damn. All right. Screw it. Okay. I'm just redoing this here. Because I don't want to fumble work trees because I will go insane. Osum is legit worth like $1 billion, has an entire team that manages wealth and assets, splitting them into different entities across the world, non them, etc. Rich people problems. You know what they say, more money, more problems. More money, more problems. Nobody's picking up the trash today, so that's a good sign so far. I'm expecting like any minute someone to go digging through my trash. Regular Tuesday occurrence around this time. So far, so good, surprisingly. Oh man, it's trash. Exactly, Jerry. Exactly, dude. Town Duluth wants in a small trip on his $1.4 million modem. Holy smokes! New Jenna fixed. We dropped it off the RV, bought another one. Damn, man, that's a life right there. That's a lifestyle right there, man. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I had to just bring up my Ferrari for maintenance. Ferrari's not working. Let's get a Lambo. All right, we'll just do this one while the other one's not working. What a crazy problem to have in the coolest way. One man's trash. Just makes total sense, exactly. I mean, too, it's like when we're on the yacht, we might as well have a second yacht for when the first yacht is in the shop for repairs, right? Might as well have one private jet. Might as well have another private jet while the first one's being repaired, right? Just makes sense. Have two of everything. I get it. I get it. This is awful long. This is awful long. What is linear? Is this long? When in doubt, look at linear. But wealth pin business is a big thing. Entire company manage your assets. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, this is looking better. It's not perfect, but it's something, which is good. Something is better than nothing. If that's probably the biggest thing I've learned about building an app recently. Something is always better than nothing, even if that something kind of sucks. Uh, noise is bad when it like just extra copy that is always introduced, but something is always better than nothing. All right, a couple of things. Let's see. Yes, I mean this is good enough for now. This is good enough for now. Okay, let's see. I need two other changes. Plug in the logo here to our like loopy logo that we have on the site. The one with like the little robot looking thing. And I want you to make the overall width of this preview shorter. So make that shorter. And in addition, instead of Alex Morgan, make it our names here, basically for this content library, and make it look like make a couple approved, make maybe like one approved, one rejected, um, and enable. Actually, yeah, let's type. Let's type, shall we? Because when we type, we always think better. Where'd that screenshot go? Why does that always happen? All right, a couple other updates here. A couple updates here. Based on how many of the Richie Riches act like spoiled kids, always trying to stay humble in life. I'm not always good at it, but trying. Yeah, being humble is important. Um, I think what else in this preview? These post plus buttons look kind of strange. First generation rich, he made the money, so no open money problems yet. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, it's like there's always this idea of like you know, the trust fund kids, right? And it's like, how do you? I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, don't have those problems, but a lot of those people just, you know, there's a lot of problems, maybe some sense of entitlement. I don't know. I don't know anything like that personally, but you know, it's all about parenting. It's all about parenting, right? Like you can have all the success or little success in the world. It's just all about how you're raising your parents, right? Like, um, you know, just parenting, just all parenting. That's all that matters. It's all about how you're brought up and the values that you're brought up with, and money just one of those things too, right? So then they had a sandbox with a piece of land with both of those black holes, like full ones to play with. Yeah, and that's a thing. Lots of Gen ones are too busy building to raise the next gen. Yeah, yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know. There's like a lot of school of thought people saying like you know, the idea that there's sort of gonna be like, I guess like with AI, I guess people are predicting like, you know, this idea that there's going to be sort of just like upper class or like almost like two classes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I fully agree with that. Like I think there was always going to be like different levels of classes and whatnot. People are predicting like it's like one or the other. I don't think it's that black and white. I think people that know how to use AI and like are tech literate are certainly going to have a significant advantage. Don't get me wrong. But it's always interesting to think about those things. Guy's cool. He took a few years off his business when he made it to his kids. Yeah, and that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters is kids and family. That's all that matters. Literally nothing else matters. Okay. Live RP, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so let's make sure that this still works. Okay, so let's see. We're going to tweet. What are we going to tweet? We're going to tweet, let's see. First, create a post. Let's see. We're going to say, hey. What am I not doing correctly here? Let's see. Create posts. Says connected. What's going on here? Just switch to trylaunchloop. This is meta. Watch this. New post composer. New post composer. Who dis? And let's post that. And we should be published. So let's view that on X. Nice. New post composer. Who dis? New post composer. Who dis? I just realized I forgot to actually take a screenshot of the tweet, whatever. Cool. Sweet. Can we do the same thing for Instagram? This is probably what would be useful to have both of these. New post composer. Who dis? Let's see. Forgot to save this. Let's call this Insta. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's see what it comes up with. Let's see what we come up with in image generation. It's probably gonna not come up with anything. And the image generation needs a lot of work. But let's see. Let's see if we have a image that kind of sort of works. Probably won't. Probably won't work very good. I mean, that's okay. That's okay. That's the image I generated. Screw it. Share Instagram, baby. Oh shit, we don't have this set up as the business account. Let's see. Okay, hang on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Am I even connected to Instagram? I don't know if I set up posting schedule. I'm not even connected. So that'd be good. Business account. I'm on PepTech. All right, let me get this set up. Okay, I need to. All right, first I need to switch my account. So I need to do more, switch accounts, trylaunchloop. Let's get the trylaunchloop first. That'll be useful. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna refresh this. Business account. Allow. Okay, post composer. Let's post this sucker. Let's see if this works. Published. And now view post. New post composer, who dis? Even though it's AI generated, whatever. Whatever, you get the idea. It should have been the actual post composer, but I wanted to make sure that worked. Okay, let's actually make not an AI generated image. Let's make it the actual post composer, which it should have been. And a good test for what happens if we delete it and try to post again. Post again. Ah, damn it. I forgot Instagram, you gotta crop it. All that crap. Alright, so... Okay, well, it worked. It just, we didn't crop it right. Remove. And it says 2 published, so it's kind of working. Okay, that's not working well. It's just because I didn't get the crop right. But cool, it works. It works. That's just quite cool. Quite cool. Okay, say the Instagram image upload isn't working super well when we take desktop images. Okay. All right, pretty cool. All right, so I think that's a pretty significant overhaul we just did. So channel post accordion is done. Live art preview. Let's see. The content schedule here should not say Jesse or Brent. It should say trylaunchloop for both X and Instagram. Oh, man. Guys, things are freaking working. Isn't that sick? The app works. The posting still need a little work, but the app works. Because we've launched officially. Pretty sick, dude. Pretty freaking sick. Just gotta make it work way better. But that worked pretty good. We publish on X. I wonder if we can almost like when we upload, it's like, hey, this isn't 16 by 9, or this isn't 4 by 3, or whatever the hell it has to be. Because this looked pretty good on X, but on mobile it probably won't look very good. Almost like as a warning, and be like, hey, this is gonna look like crap on Instagram. Hey, this is gonna look like crap on X and Instagram if you post this image. You big idiot. Something like that. I don't know. I gotta think about that. So this will be the meme title. This will be the official meme title. This will be improve experience when a user publishes an image or uploads an image that is not optimized for the social platform. I think that's what we want to do. So the official corporate 9 to 5 title is improve experience for when a user uploads an image that is not optimized for the social platform. The meme title, hey idiot, this is gonna look like crap on Instagram. Hey idiot, this is gonna look like crap. That's the vibe title. Okay? We're officially labeling this the vibe title. The vibe title is, hey, this looks like crap. The corporate title, we're having fun, guys. We're having a lot of fun here. The vibe title and the corporate title. Hey, idiot, this is gonna look like shit. Oh, man. I put up a shelf on the back of my computer as my kitten has decided I put it for her. Nice. You're hearing that in your sleep. I can't remember, Xander. What was the reference to hearing while in your sleep? New post composer, who dis? Yeah, guys, things are working. Things are working. Cool, okay, guy. Can you automate it to cover the image area and perhaps the center? I probably could. That's probably what I should be doing. I probably should be doing that. What we need to do. Automate the image upload to cover and center and do whatever we need to do to make it look good on social platforms. If you generate an image with AI, you'll notice that actually is optimized right now. When you generate an image with AI, that actually puts it in the correct image layout. But if you're just uploading an image, which you may want to do, right? Like I just tried to do it. The idea is like, you could use LaunchLoop not only for automating your post, but just post like this too, right? Just like your one-stop shop. So we should be counting for that stuff too. So that's a good idea. Cool guy. I like that. I was taking a small image model to auto format the post. Upload the image and edits into the post. Yeah. Yep. Something like that. And did I move from Notion to Trello? We actually were using Linear before. We're kind of a little bit in both places right now, but what Brent and I realized, again, like this is just a... Yeah, I think I know what you meant. Linear was working well for us, but what happened was we just, in pursuit of focusing on the things that really matter, like we had, I don't know how many features, we had like 20 projects here. And the reality is, like, we would have just... It's a lot to look at. And I know there's views and priority and stuff, whatever. Trello, tried and true, whatever. We try to really only chip off things like we try to do for the given day. End of the day, does it matter where your stuff lives? No, it doesn't. Linear, Trello. Hell, we may even bring back the Google Doc. But no, none of it, we decided on Trello just because I think it was getting a little overwhelming for the both of us. And we actually were going to hit the limit on 250 issues pretty soon, so we just figured we'd avoid those cost implications until we hit MRR. There's still a lot of stuff in here, and I guess the good news is as I look through this, there's a lot of stuff in here that we've done already, which is kind of always a good thing. So yeah, there's the name of the game is always context, obviously. And Trello has an MCP server as well if we ever really wanted to go that route and whatnot. But sometimes you just gotta slow down a little bit, slow down to speed up. And Trello is working okay. I do at some point want to be back on Linear, and I know we're kind of split between both apps right now. But yeah, kind of mostly on Trello. Use Linear from time to time. But yeah, Trello's working for us right now. Maybe we'll change our mind later, but guess what? That's the good news, is we can always change our minds. But yes, that's kind of where we're at right now. I agree. Trello is just easy, it's simple. What you see is what you get. All right, that's good enough. I think this is good enough. The name of the game is no longer perfect. It's good enough for most things. Oh, so this should just be Jesse here. My screenshots are continually disappearing for some reason. Make this profile switcher thing just say Jesse. Alright guys, we got another like 5 minutes or so. And then 5-10 minutes-ish. And now we got this app preview, which, doesn't show... It shows something, right? And guess what? Something is always better than nothing. Does the UX and UI new work? Absolutely. But is it something? Yeah. And at some point, we're going to get this landing page to, be more images and pictures and stuff. The landing page is probably what I'm going to be taking a look at today at some point. Same way we're done out of school. Yeah, we got 3 minutes. We're gonna do 8:45 ending time. Do I have a landing page task? I'm really gonna try to do a landing page. Really gonna try to do that today if I can find the time. I'm gonna actually put this in to do. Try to scope it only for certain things. Landing page audit, put that on me as well. This is done. I love moving things to done. And then Instagram, we got to dive back into. We just have to get the app approved there. So once we do that, we will have everyone be able to post on Instagram. Right now, only I can because it's like the developer account, whatever. But we're getting close. We're getting close. We're fully getting Instagram. Last step there. Meta's actually been very good at approving things, which has been nice. But I'm gonna work on this next to approved post should only be approved post should only be able to be scheduled. That's what we landed on today. How long does app approval take on Insta Meta X? Easier than I thought, talented. Way easier than I thought, actually. There's a 3-step process for Instagram, and I'm assuming it's very similar for Meta, like Facebook, whatever. You have to approve your LLC. Then you have to basically prove you're a tech provider. That's like the second step. And then the third step is approving your app. So we're on step 3, which is the final step. LLC approval took about 2 days or so. They need some more information. 1-day turnaround if they got that extra information. And then after that, the tech provider was approved almost immediately. Or no, that took about a day as well. And the app provider, I'm assuming, will take another day or 2. So yeah, pretty straightforward. X is immediate, pretty much. I actually don't. It was so fast that like I couldn't even remember how long it took. So it must have been pretty quick. I think it was immediate or just like, I think it was immediate. I want to say. Haven't done LinkedIn yet. That's gonna be another one of these things we got to do. But a friend of mine has an app similar that a friend of mine has an app idea that is really similar to what you are doing with a big difference. He asked me today if I could build it. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Tell him to use Loopy. Oh, Etsy store. We'll make Etsy an integration. Connect your Etsy store and all that post to socials. We can add Etsy. We'll do that, talented. We'll do that for your friends. I guess that fight to this in GTA 5. We'll fight to the death on the Black Relay. How about that? Talented, if they would be interested, we could probably put Etsy in this. We'll get smoked in StarCraft. We got to end the stream. But thank you guys for being here. We will battle to the death. We'll do a game stream one of these days. We'll have a GTA 5, StarCraft 2, Black Relay, whatever else. I don't know. We'll play something to be fun. But yeah, talented. Let's talk about that because like the way we look at it is Loopy is marketing for anyone. So if Etsy is a integration, that's great user feedback, and we could probably figure out how to do that in some capacity. So Etsy would just be more context. So we'll talk about that, and we'll get a game night going one of these days. I'll put that in stone. Etsy integration. The more integration, the better. We have Google Business needs to be a source as well. And we need to also have, at some point, we need to probably also have LinkedIn in here. I gotta do that at some point. But all right, guys, thank you guys for being here as always. Appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow, bright and early, around 5:30. My start time is typically around 5:30 now. Brent's is always a little sooner. All right, who's on Twitch today? Let's see. It looks like base just ended here. Hit Dylan last time. Suggestions for who to raid, guys. Let me know. Discount looks like he's kind of popping off a little. What's he working on? Some people using Godot. Discount, keybind. We've hit him a couple times.
The unreclaimable space becomes bigger.
Keybind. He ginger dev quite a bit too. D-Boy have hit quite a bit. I'm trying to figure out how to like rotate my streams because I normally just do base code like over and over. But let's see. Who do we do? You want to do discount? What is he working on? I need some AI maniacs. Let's see. How do I do? Let's take a look at the raid manager. If anyone has any suggestions, please drop them in the chat. Otherwise, we will hit. We will probably hit up. Let's see. Oh, cool. Pixel art stuff. Let's see. Can Fable? Ooh, Fable 5. Can Fable 5 reverse engineer and fix so Opus 5 cannot? That sounds interesting.
Also, this is not that vintage, right? This is only 15.
All right, we got someone ripping on Fable. Let's give him
All
a.
of this should have been properly supported.
Let's give him a raid. T2 Linux. T2. All right, I got his username. I think I copied. All right. We're gonna raid someone that seems to be chipping away at Fable and doing some fun things there. So let's remember how we do this because we always forget. Search and filter T2 SD. I was literally just here. Okay. All right, guys. I'll learn how to raid people at some point. Thank you guys all for being here. Appreciate you, and we will see you Bruno tomorrow, guys. Say hello to T2 SD. Looks like he's chipping on something fun here. Later, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.